Alright then, it's time for another prediction video. Let's see what track we're racing at this time. Oh god, it's Miami. Hello and welcome back to Connor F1. And today I will be giving you my 5 predictions for the 2024 Miami Grand Prix. And unlike last weekend, I don't expect this weekend to be that interesting. That is, unless Gasly and Norris end up on the same bit of tarmac again. But with how bad the Alpines have been lately, I don't exactly see that happening. And just before we begin, please make sure to like and subscribe, as we are closing in on 50 subscribers. So please help me get there, so let's go on with the video. Miami is, circuit. Yeah, that's kind of it really. Ever since that first race in 2022, the track has never seen any real drama, with both races being won by Max Verstappen. And out of the two, the most recent Grand Prix last year was probably the better one of the two. But then again, that was only because we got to see Max fighting through the field from 9th, but still winning the race by 5 seconds. As a track, Miami does have some good overtaking zones, like turn 11, a hard braking zone after a long straight, and turn 17, another hard braking zone, followed by an even longer straight. Same as usual, Tulka. Corner-wise, there is a good mix of low and high-speed corners, but mostly slow speed. And with the long straights this weekend, we will probably see the teams trying to balance the setup for both straights and corners. This weekend, though, is also a sprint weekend, making my life harder for my race review videos, but it will make things interesting from a setup point of view. But, unlike China, Miami doesn't exactly have a very bumpy track surface, though it is a street circuit, so the setup height shouldn't be a problem this time round. This, though, does bring me to my first prediction. Someone will mess up the setup between sessions. This is a basic one to begin with, but it does make sense that we could see someone mess up their setup again, just like what we saw with Hamilton last weekend. Who could it be? Well, I don't think it's going to be a Mercedes, because Hamilton is going to make sure that doesn't happen again. But I do see a team like Ferrari maybe struggling to get the setup right, and out of the two drivers, I think it's going to be Sainz instead of Leclerc, as I have a feeling that everything has been going a little bit too well for Sainz so far this season, so something's going to go wrong. Qualifying again will have to be questioned twice this weekend, and while Max Verstappen pole isn't exactly really a prediction at this point, my next prediction is going to do with qualifying. A Haas will find themselves into Q3. Maybe both, who knows. Haas so far this season has been doing a lot better than we first thought, and qualifying has actually been pretty good for them so far. And if we look back to last season, Magnussen was able to put a P4 in quali. So while I don't think he will do it again, I do see at least one of the Haas drivers, maybe Hülkenberg over Magnussen, getting into Q3. Qualifying will also be making the drivers push their cars close to the wall, and while this street circuit doesn't really have many places to hit the wall, I still think someone's going to find themselves in the tyre barriers. Leading to my third prediction. Someone will crash during qualifying. This is a bit of a normal prediction, which is kind of weird to think about, but a track like Miami, this track has always seen a car going off at the infamous turn 7, where Leclerc found himself going into the wall. Twice. At the same corner. This corner has always been a tricky one with the long blind apex, and with the car's low speed downforce being tested, as the cars sometimes find themselves go outside of track limits before they turn in for the apex. And that will be my next prediction. Multiple cars will lose their lap times at this corner. A simple one to be sure, but still a good one, which I think will 100% happen this weekend. How many? Let's say 5 to be safe. Now before my final predictions, let's have some honourable mentions. First, someone will probably crash at turn 14, which we have seen every other weekend so far, and with the teams only having one session before quali to get the setup right, it wouldn't be surprised if we saw a car on the wall under the bridge. Oh, and we will 100% see somebody standing in the fake water this weekend, though hopefully we do also get to see someone trying to swim in it again this year. Finally, onto the finishing positions, and again, let's just get out of the way, it's a Red Bull 1-2. But you never know, I was wrong with last time out with Norris being able to beat Perez 2 seconds last weekend, but I still think I'm going to stick with a Max first and Checo second. Third is going to be a close fight this weekend, as both Ferrari and McLaren have been flip-flopping each race on who's the second quickest car. But I think McLaren will just be faster and get the edge this weekend, with Lando getting P3 and making it a back-to-back podium for the Brit. Fourth isn't going to be Piastri though, as I think Leclerc will be able to beat his teammate of Sainz and Oscar, which I think though Sainz will just be able to get ahead in 5th ahead of Oscar in 6th. But you can never cut out Fernando Alonso, who came out of nowhere just like last weekend. But either way, those have been my predictions for the Miami Grand Prix. Let's see if any of them come true. So make sure to like and subscribe so we can get to 50 subscribers. And don't miss my race review. And if you want to watch last race's review to remind yourself of the Chinese GP, watch this video here. I've been Connor, signing off.